Hi Bobcats, I'm Megan Rose and I'm here at Alden Library with Dean Neil Romanosky and Head of Library User Services, Chad Boeninger. So I wanted to ask a few questions about the library and study spaces in the library. Do you know what study spaces will look like in the library?
In Alden Library and in libraries across all campuses, you'll still find a mix of spaces for quiet study and small group study. However, you'll also notice changes. Most notably, you'll notice that we are going to be moving and removing furniture to ensure that there's 6 feet of distance. You'll see marked walkways throughout the buildings, and there'll be lots of signage to let you know how many people can be in each area and at each space.
Could you talk more about how the library is going to be cleaned so people are safe when they study?
Our spaces will have heightened cleaning. We'll also have, you'll see self-serve cleaning supplies throughout the spaces so that you can wipe down desk or the printers, etc. before and after use.
Am I still able to study with friends? Can I still rent out a study room?
Most of our group study rooms are not usable by more than one person at a time. There'll be a mix of spaces available in the library for small groups. So things like our library classrooms and some meeting rooms. We still have some sort of open, more conversational areas within the library where people can work together in groups, provided that they maintain the 6 feet of distance.
And then what about wearing a mask? I know we have to wear them across campus, but do I have to wear one if I'm studying alone in the library?
Yes. So library spaces, like all spaces across the university, wearing face coverings will be required for staff, students, faculty, anybody in the space during that time.
During exam week, when study spaces and the library in general is really crowded, how are you going to accommodate to that? Is there going to be other places that we can go instead?
We are going to be ensuring that the occupancy of different spaces are followed during those times, and we'll have lots of people keeping an eye towards that to ensure health and safety. As always, there will be spaces across the university in academic buildings, in dormitories, in sort of open lounge areas or places like Baker University Center. But you can expect to see similar kinds of changes that I've been describing in those spaces as well.
One other question about the library itself. When will the hours that will be operating, and am I able to study on all the floors?
So right now we're thinking floors 2 through 5 in Alden, but the reason for that is so that we can really focus cleaning efforts on the highest use spaces in the building during our open hours. We are not going to have 24-hour space available, and again, that is largely a safety precaution for our staff and for our library users to ensure that the building can get that really deep clean.
And then Chad, I have a question about books. Are we still able to check out books? And then are we able to still use the printers?
Basically, if you need a book, you can go into the Alice catalog and use the request button, and we'll pull it for you, already pre-check it out for you, and put it in a designated area with your name on it. We'll use all the kind of safety precautions, including masks and gloves, when we ready the materials for you, and you'll come to a designated spot and pick your book and take it with you. Yes, of course, you can use printers. We'll have cleaning supplies there for the printers.
Will the library computers still be available for students to use?
So we are going to have quite a few machines available, just not as many, because we want to make sure we have the appropriate social distance, right? We are testing out some keyboard covers and that kind of stuff to maintain some cleanliness, so you can actually wipe off the keyboard cover.
And then will we still have access to the service desk? Can we still go if we have questions?
We're going to have staff at the service desk. You'll notice that we'll have the big plexiglass barriers. There may be some times when we can't answer your question directly there because it's a complicated research question. So we may refer that to our general chat service so that someone can help you, extensively online.
So if I have trouble on a multimedia project and if I need more one-on-one help, could I always chat with them virtually or set up a...
So we are working on ways to basically make appointments, schedule appointments with all of our experts. We'll make sure we put you in touch with the right person. There's multiple ways that we can explore to try to help you with whatever questions you have.
And then what about accessing some of the library's unique collections, in the archives? Am I still able to do that?
Sure, we're working through a process where you'll be able to book an appointment with an archivist or the music library or someone else who maintains a special collection to provide you access to those collections and answer any research questions you may have as well.
I'm an education major, and I was wondering if it's still possible for me to meet with my research librarian.
Absolutely. So we are very well prepared to answer any sort of question. We take appointments. You can also find your subject librarian on the website and click and connect directly to them via their chat service or via Teams or email them. that sort of thing.
It seems like your whole team has been doing a lot to get prepared this summer and then also for fall semester.
Follow us at ohio.edu/library or on social media at Alden Library.